This is Veeronica. Nothing special at first glance, but objectively busted upon closer inspection. In the game she's from, she has the ability to jump constantly while skating, and when on high areas, you can traverse across the map above the air at lightning speed. But she's fun. So, what if we take that fun and balance it into a masterpiece of a character him? We get him. Now this is Bacon, a character who resembles Veeronica greatly, but it is key to note that there are many changes that make him subjectively balanced to me, things I will go over today. Bacon is similar to Veeronica in the sense that they skate. While Bacon can skate everywhere, unlike Veeronica, he has no healing ability and has limited skate jumps, tricks, and even rebounds. This on its own makes Bacon much easier to deal with than Veeronica, while making Bacon feel a lot less restrained. But let's not toss out the other major factor in all of this. This is that Veeronica was mainly overpowered because they could jump when they trick. Now, Bacon can do this, it is true. However, these tricks, as previously stated, are limited to 3 at max, which most Bacon players will never be at max most of the time. It's also good to note that in TROM, killers and survivors can jump, with most killers having a fairly good hitbox, but with the trade-off of it not registering within the killer's avatar, which I briefly covered in my last video. This makes skating in general much more bearable for the killers, but still fun for Bacon. Bacon gains resources for jumps, tricks, and rebounds through his speed only when he is on the floor, with tag giving him a boost to his resources. Wait, tag? Yes, Bacon has another move named tag. Tag is basically vandalism, where you can use it to spray paint a wall or use it right next to the killer to blind him. Though the hitbox is insufferable, even as a last resort. But say he uses a tag near a wall and skates near it, he'll gain resources, with the trade-off that it is almost impossible to use it mid-chase without taking damage. Additionally, map ramps and stairs also affect Bacon's speed of move rechargings, so using the map's environment to suit the Bacon's needs is crucial. Bacon has a choice of manually canceling skating or letting it run out after 20 seconds max. This will turn his time skated into his cooldown, unless he crashes into a wall with no rebounds. In that case, he is taken out of the skateboard prematurely and the cooldown is a minimum of 10. This guarantees that Bacon will skate 45 to 50% of the time with good Bacon users, but theoretically a miserable 10% with bad users. In conclusion, Bacon is what you make of him. He's strong, he's just as fun, but he requires expertise in the map, maintaining good speed, and managing resources effectively. He feels well thought out and balanced from a survivor perspective and from an experienced killer perspective. Of course, you might struggle with him for the first time you play as or against him, but that doesn't mean he's mad, bad, or busted by any chance. It just means you've got some skill to gain. Don't get me wrong though, this is not a glaze fetch by any means. I do find Bacon's teamwork capabilities to be insufferable, even as a survivalist. And in my opinion, complete survivalists are a detriment to almost every ASIM ever. Bacon adds time to the clock, a spot on the server which an actual helpful person could be in and not the cockroach we call survivalists. Plus, his tag is a joke to the killer, with abysmal payoff for insanely high risk. You are actively disincentivized from helping out, which should never be the case for any character. I personally think you should be able to slam into the killer with your skateboard, and while it shouldn't stun the killer, it should slow at a rate of an added slowness second per 8 studs a second calculated speed of the skateboard. This means having crazy good speeds of, let's say, 44 studs a second, which is pretty hard to get, will give the killer a mean 5 seconds of 50% slowdown while canceling the Bacon skateboard. This move should replace tagging the killer entirely, as I feel like it is a flawed move in general. And if this was the way to help the team out instead of tagging, Bacon would be perfect in my eyes. Now, even though I just criticized Bacon a whole lot right now, don't let that deter you from playing him. He's a really fun character who I think deserves your attention. But that's about it. Peace out.